Hi, I just thought it's time somebody released a video so people could see themselves in perspective. As you know, there's a continuing cycle between the Gaza and Israel. However, one must understand that here in America and other places, we live and let live. When I think of peace, I think of commandments my God tells me to do, two of which stick out in the circumstance. One of those is thou shalt not kill. Another is love thy neighbor as you would yourself. Those are very strong commandments from God. If you don't believe in that, surely you believe it's a principle that makes sense. There's a continuing cycle here. As you can see, there are consequences for actions. I'm speaking directly to those who are causing these problems. The rest of the world is sitting by and watching this happen. So let me tell you what the problem is. Do what I say and things will be fine. When you fire rockets into a neighboring country, they will retaliate against you. And you know what? You are really limiting your children's future. I've seen your children. I've seen your women and children standing there by fences. I've seen them on news reports. I have compassion for them. I would like to see them grow up and succeed and have a nice life. But when you hide among them and shoot rockets at a neighboring country, there will be retaliation against you. Thank God there are humanitarian efforts in place, and they are letting supplies in and trying to help wounded people. That is compassion for humanity shared by most all people of the world. The way to stop this is, there are countries that do not negotiate with terrorism. When you want to spread, when you want to pursue your objectives, you do not do that by blowing yourself up or shooting rockets into a neighboring country. If you want free access to come, go, work and live and coexist, that's not going to happen if you're threatening to blow yourself up in their streets or you're shooting rockets at their population. I'm just telling you point blank, this is what the problem is. You cannot expect Israel to let you come and go as you please when you continue firing rockets into their civilian population. You can expect them to fire back at you when you do that. Now, you do see when the ceasefires go in operation, there's an exchange of goods and services out of concern for your children and those of you who are innocent, those of you who are innocent and are not causing these problems. But let me speak directly to you. This is the problem. Now, I don't have 4 stars on my shoulder, and I'm not sitting here in an army uniform. But, you know what? If I was a younger man, maybe I would be. I would be over there. I would talk to this person, and I would talk to this person. And I'd tell you exactly how it is. Hamas, you cannot fire missiles into Israel. Terrorism will not stand, and they will not negotiate with you with that type of thing going on. Here's my suggestion. You say you're holy people. You say you believe in good things. You do not get your way with violence. Violence is not the answer. Lay down all your weapons Put your missile sites out in the open. Surrender them to Israeli forces. Israel, upon this happening, there will be no more attacks upon these people. Both sides will learn to coexist. You know, here in America, we have religious freedom. We don't discriminate upon religion, on age, race, religion, age. You know, it's just familial status. It's just unreal when we see this going on. Now, lay down your missiles. Stop firing them. The key to negotiations is to end hostilities. If you end all hostilities will stop from both sides. If you really want your children to have a future and you want to have peace, this is what you have to do. You know, if I have a disagreement with my neighbor, I don't fire rockets at him. It's just common sense. You have to understand the point of view from most people watching these circumstances. You cannot threaten to do harm upon innocent people, upon civilian populations, and expect to come and go without there being fear. Exactly. What does terrorism cause? You're causing fear. Is fear going to get your way? No, it's not. Fear is going to cause these people to protect themselves from you, which they have every right to do, and they will retaliate against you. I suggest you lay down your weapons and start a true peace process. Not one that lasts for 3 hours, not one that lasts for 4 hours, not one that lasts for a month. One that can last for your lifetime. When I see your little children, when I see those little children in news reports, and I think of their future is not as bright as it could be with you firing rockets into a neighboring country. They are also at risk from just being around you. Do you really want that for your children? Let me ask you this question. Do you want your children to grow up with violence, rocket, mortar fire, tank fire, airstrikes? Do you want that to continue, or do you want to lay down your weapons, lay down your missiles, and stop fighting? If you can lay down your missiles, lay down your weapons, stop fighting, the fighting will end. It's that simple. That's all it will take. I've seen this going on from both sides. And I do not like to see innocent people anywhere harmed. However, when you have people shooting rockets within groups of innocent people, the people shooting the rockets are putting the innocent people at risk. And this is intolerable. I'm sure some of you, unfortunately, have been in these circumstances and you do not agree with them. And the only way to change this is for you to make a conscious decision. You need to realize what kind of consequences there are when you know of people planning to shoot missiles. Tell them not to shoot the missiles. It's very simple. Two neighbors can coexist without fighting. I hope